Pranati ma'am, you're there. Ma'am, are you there? Can we start? Pranati ma'am, are you there? Can we start?
Yes, ma'am. Good
Okay.
evening, ma'am. I'm here.
Yeah, we were waiting for you now. We are already live. So good
Oh,
morning,
yeah.
good
I
morning, good
joined a few
afternoon.
minutes ago, madam.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I'm your host, Dr. Anjan, and I welcome you all for Beyond Education, inspiring stories to inspire the world, being organized by Idym Group of Companies. So today we have with us Dr. Pranati Patra, and I welcome you, ma'am, to the show.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, ma'am. And yeah, before starting, let me just tell in short about our guest. She has done her PhD from Behrampur University, and she has been teaching English in Nalanda Vidya Mandir, Behrampur since 2019, and she has also worked in many other institutions. And she has, in fact, a very rich experience of more than 10 years in teaching, and she has also done a number of publications in various journals. So this, so ma'am, to start with, let me just know something about you, like about your background, where are you from, something about your school days and childhood days.
Yes. A very good evening to one and all. I am Dr. Pranati Patro. I recently got my doctorate degree in the month of July. Fortunately, after a long struggle with arts and oddities, I could qualify my PhD. I could be awarded with doctorate degree. And before that, I qualified, means I did my MPhil in the year 2009, and I passed my MA in 2008. I passed my Bachelor of Arts, means +3, in 2006. Am I audible, madam?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Okay, ma'am. And I did my +2 in Barampur SBH Women's College, and I passed my +2 intermediate in the year 2003, at 10th from Government Odia Medium School in the year 2001. I am from a village. I did my schooling in a village, and when I was studying in school, I was not facilitated with any opportunities, and no one was there to make me visualize what to do, what not to do. And I was studying, but my study was not job oriented. I was not studying to do something in my future. Just for the sake of getting education, for the sake of achieving certificates, number of certificates to increase only number of certificates, I kept on studying. But when I started realizing, I got into my PhD world, and I had no time to make myself devoted to preparation for government jobs. And I have been working in colleges, institutions, +3, +2, BTech, BSc for many years. And I qualified and unluckily, fortunately, I was disqualified in BioVas examination. Still, I have hope that I will be helped immensely by God in near future. Still, my preparation is going on. I haven't given up my hope and aspiration. Let's see. With doctorate degree, I want to do something for the welfare of society, because this life is quite different from our ordinary common perception. It is neither bed of roses nor bed of thorns. It is full of ups and downs. So, in the short journey of life from birth to death, we have not to run after happiness. We should not get over excited when we are happy. We should not break our heart or depressed or dejected when we are unhappy, or unhappy days or sorrowful days are going on. It is our thought process with the help of which we can maintain balance or equilibrium between happiness and sorrowfulness. Simply, we have to keep one theory in our every breath, that is, we are born not to cry. We are born not to become rich by having riches. Just we are born to do a lot of noble deeds, for which.
Ma'am, please unmute yourself. Ma'am, please unmute. You're not audible, ma'am. Pranati, ma'am. Pranati, ma'am, are you there? Please unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible now. Please go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. That is disconnected for a while.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, my motto, madam, I just so for my motto, you may say aim in my life is concerned. I have numerous aims. I want to do something for the welfare of the people in my surrounding, not to earn dollars, but to earn dollars with appreciation. The dollars should be blended with appreciation, admiration, and blessings of people. Because in the materialistic world, we can divide of materialistic desire. If every individual gives of his courage or insanity for material or money, of course, everyone is can motivate and encourage and can perceive the beautiful life in more beautiful way. We have to strive hard to make our life novel by doing a lot and by following the footprints of noble men or great personalities, those who have sacrificed even their lives, those who have done a lot of things by burning themselves for others' happiness, for others' peace. Yes, peace is superior to happiness. Thus, we have to try hard. We have to strive hard to extract, to derive peace, not by enjoying, not by entertaining, but by doing hard work. This is hard work which is key to success. This is hard work which can be won by, which must be won by every human with delight. And so far, hard work theory is concerned, one can think of doing hard work after getting knowledge about acquisition of knowledge. Means everyone should have curiosity or courage to acquire knowledge. If one doesn't acquire knowledge, one cannot think of applying the same. So at first, we should try our best to acquire knowledge in an honest manner. That honest acquisition of knowledge can be cause of application of knowledge. Yes, the application of knowledge or execution of knowledge or implementation of knowledge will lead us to achieve success, glory, pride, reverence, and whatever we need. That is the real meaning of life. We came alone, we'll go alone. There is no doubt. It is an inevitable truth of life that beat by beat of our heart, we are going towards death. No one can think of living here for all times to come. But in this short span of life, what unique or noble deeds are done by us? What noble deeds can be done by us? That should be mere interrogation. Then only the world can be made better and brighter. This is the education which should be acquired honestly and sincerely. It will open the real window of beautiful world.
Yes, ma'am. Very well said, ma'am. It was really nice to listen all the things that you were saying and listening
Thank
to
you very
your
much,
views.
madam.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you
is
very much.
really very nice. And now, nextly, I would like to ask you something more, ma'am. We would like to know more about you. So, next, I would like to know, ma'am, why did you choose for the being an educator? Why you choose to be a teacher and not something else?
Yes, ma'am. That's a very good question. I hope
Ma'am,
I can
you're
cater your
having
need.
some
I can answer your question.
network issues on your side, ma'am. You're not audible, ma'am. You're not audible. There are some network
Audible?
issues on your side.
Okay. Now, is it audible now? Is it audible?
Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Let me change my place so that it may be audible to you.
Yeah, sure, ma'am. Yes, you're not audible.
Is it audible, ma'am? Is it audible now? Hello? Your voice is not audible to me, ma'am. No, ma'am, your voice is not audible to me.
Yeah, yeah, I was mute, ma'am. Actually, I was mute. So can I
Okay.
repeat the question?
No, ma'am, just your voice is not audible to me. I asked first.
Yeah, I'm not audible to you.
Yes, yeah, now it is audible.
Okay, okay. So, ma'am, the question which I asked was, why did you choose to be a teacher and not something else?
Yes, ma'am. Very good question. Thanks for asking this question. Ma'am, actually, there are numerous professions, occupations. Amidst them, I prefer to be a teacher because a teacher is a person who can make many more teachers, doctors, engineers, whatever you may say. Teacher is the creator of all other professions. Teacher is like if education is the light in our dark path of human life, the torch bearer is teacher. So, teacher is the person for whom there is no ordinary place in society, but it is a matter of regret that in 21st century, out of great impact of modernity, industrialization, and westernization, people have started ignoring the value of teacher. And with a heavy heart, I may assert the fact that some teachers are also teaching for commercial purpose or to earn dollars. But the role of teacher has been there since inception, and the duty of teacher is quite different from common perception of ordinary people. A teacher can change whole environment. A teacher can send positive message to ignorant people. A teacher can replace ignorance with excellence or experience. A teacher is the most responsible person. A teacher who is saddled with huge responsibility, duty, and obligation in society. So he or she, whoever may be a teacher, deserves high reverence and great admiration and high estimation. In today's world, due to manipulation of the profession by some teachers, the teaching profession has been started being devalued by people because the world seems to be gripped by money and everyone is running after money. And the common question in everyone's mind is not what he is, but what he has. So that is the materialistic outlook. That is the craze for money, which seems to have killed everyone. And it compels people to turn blind eye and deaf ear towards the novelist profession of teaching. But I had the value, I have the value, I will have the value. And for that great love and deep passion or love for this profession, I can do something, and definitely I must do something for the bright future of my fellow beings, for the betterment of society where I do live in, and for the progress of nation. I think I can be a small mean for the welfare of the world by choosing this profession. That's why I chose. And
Yes,
I want
ma'am.
to, yes,
Yeah, ma'am. Please complete. Please complete what you were saying.
yes, I will be stuck to the same profession of teaching. I might be selected by any other position in government, but I will deny with delight because the profession of teaching gives me immense pleasure. It has the quality of bringing recovery to the wounded heart. My wounded heart and mind. Sometimes we tend to become unhappy. We tend to cry. Yes, so we are bounded with the emotional bondages, and there is some factor. There are some factors. There are some reasons which are unavoidable, which are inevitable, which tend to come in the everyday life, in our duty path, in our life path. But by teaching, by facing the audience of students, I do forget and I do ignore. Means this is the teaching profession, I may say, which holds medicine for my emotion, for my wounds, and for my painful heart. Sometimes whenever it is paining, the medicine is not given by, not prescribed by any physician, but by my duty of teaching well. And at a time, this is the profession because of which I can and I am able to enlighten millions. For
Oh,
that only I prefer.
teaching is a noble profession, as rightly said by you. And yes, we are enlightening many lives. And like you were telling about the challenges of teaching profession that we are facing nowadays, more people are thinking of commercializing education, and somewhere the teaching profession is being hampered due to that. Yes, ma'am. I was seeing your PhD topic. So it was again very interesting. You have done your PhD on the healing the globe and ecofeminist reading of Kamala Das. So can you just tell in short about your PhD work?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my PhD topic is Healing the Globe, an ecofeminist reading of Kamala Das, Sujata Bhatt, and Mamta Kalia. Actually, ecofeminism is the blend, or you may say amalgamation or combination of ecology and feminism. It is a movement, it is an earnest effort to drive away with, to eradicate all the maladies, all the issues related to nature and female section of society. As women are neglected, abused, and dominated in society and families in the same way, nature is the epitome of love, care, affection, who has been playing the role of provider since inception, has been neglected by people. Yes, rightly Mahatma Gandhi says that nature is sufficient to cater our need, not our greed. Through my topic, I tried honestly to enlighten the youngsters and to open the eyes of people's mind regarding the value of nature and significance of women. How women are ignored. They are not allowed in many more places, situations, and they are not given in the even basic rights and opportunities. They are deprived of a lot of things. Nature, who is there to give us, but it is a matter of regret that in every sphere, modern man has started neglecting it. And due to that negligence, upcoming generation tends to suffer a lot, and the future of world earth will be a very big question. And this is an umbrella term. Ecofeminism is an umbrella term which encompasses a lot of things. In the name of giving education, teachers are teaching. In the name of getting education, students are cheating. Everyone runs after getting, but no one is curious or eager or enthusiastic to strive hard or to do duty sincerely and with full heart. Ecofeminism opens our eyes and suggests us to do things with full heart, with honesty, dedication, devotion. And peace is superior to happiness. We should not throw light on extravaganza. We are not born for entertainment, recreation, or enjoyment. We are born to act well, to do well. Millions of noble deeds must be done by us. Marital life has become material life. Wives and husbands get separated very easily because of their love and inclination towards money and prosperity. There is no value of relationship. There is no significance of education. In the name of relationship, people start killing one another because their single motto is to have riches, wealth, property, and prosperity. Out of selfish attitude, out of greed, man has become very greedy and materialist. And ecofeminism is an effort to raise voice against all the odds and oddities, all the issues, maladies prevalent in society.
Yeah,
And yes, ma'am, I have shown how these ecofeminist issues are found in the works written by three Indian women poets.
yeah, that's wonderful to know. And in fact, this was something like the ecofeminism. It was something new for me, and it was good to know about it because I'm from an engineering background. Let me tell you. So I when I just read this word, it was like it was really attractive for me, and just because of that, I asked. And the way you told about it is really wonderful. Wonderful to know about it. And
Thank
ma'am,
you.
like you are a teacher, you have been teaching for so many years. So can you just tell about some teaching techniques that you're using in the class?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I do teaching techniques means we have to focus on audience analysis, ma'am. And so we have to at first we have to know how many students are there, how many means the number of learners, and your capability so far your voice is concerned, and your preparedness on the topic. I might have excellence and long experience, but every class should be treated by me as the first class. Means for every as for the first class, a teacher should have eagerness, enthusiasm, and spirit in the same way. Every teacher for every class should be energetic, should rejuvenate himself or herself because students are innocent. They are eager to receive something new from us. So we don't possess the right to deceive them, dupe their mind, because a very bad student can be made good by a good teacher. That theory is to be embraced by every teacher because, as per my earlier saying, a teacher is like a mother, like a father. A teacher should be great tolerant. A teacher should have a heart to put up with a lot of things like rude behavior of students, even mischiefs of students. A student tends to make a lot of mistakes, but teacher should not give off profession or give off spirit for that time. With patience, with positive attitude, teacher should deal with that environment, deal with that notorious student, because a notorious student can be turned to novel student with the contribution of an honest teacher. So if a teacher's voice like me is not audible to the last benches, of course the last benches will be diverted and they will think about a lot of things like uh, falling in love with a boy or girl. They may think about any latest modern movies, romantic movies. They may think about any games or smartphone or chatting with friends using social media. Yes, it is the huge responsibility and sincerest duty of a teacher to draw the attention of every learner. A teacher must not get encouraged by getting positive response from a few students. Rather, he or she means a teacher, a person who is there in the place of teacher, must be quite cautious about the response, positive response of everyone present over there. Just by teacher touching some students, teacher must not get overwhelmed. Teacher in classroom should feel like to be in pious place like temple or mosque or church. Teacher should do his or her duty like priest or father. And teachers should be fair and square, means just and honest. Voice must be audible, and teachers should have great patience in case of any confusion or misunderstanding. Students should be allowed to share their doubts again and again. And if the classrooms should be created a friendly environment so that students can feel at home in to share their problem, confusion, and misunderstanding with the teacher. Students should feel that they are interacting with a person, the person is not away from them. The person is just like member of their family. Hence, there should be a good connection, rapport, reciprocity between teacher and student. Just to serve the society, just to earn money, this profession is not meant for. This profession is meant for giving, not for getting. All the other things means if a student gets confused with my writing, I have to make it bigger. If a student gets confused with my voice, I should have patience to revise, repeat. If a student gets confused with anything, I must have patience and I must have love for the students. If I don't have love or enthusiasm or positive feelings for my profession, I cannot have love and emotion for the students. If a teacher doesn't possess love and care for the students, he or she cannot be a good teacher. Students should be treated like beloved tots in family. Yes, ma'am. His voice is not audible, ma'am. That's all about.
You, in fact, it just described so many things about a teacher. It's very good to know. It's very good to know,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank
And
you.
yes, we should be having a good rapport. And like you told about different voice and the teaching techniques and how we have to mold according to the requirements of the students. Because every year, we can say, like, even for you, I saw you are more than a teaching experience of more than 10 years, and there because you are having so you must have an experienced a change in the students, how the behavior of the students, the requirements of the student, the mentality of the student. So we have to change ourselves according to that also. We cannot just implement, okay, 10 years ago, this was my technique. So even now I am going to use the same. This cannot be done. Okay, that was really wonderful to know from you. And
Thank
then,
you.
yes, something more. Yeah. When we do something, like you have completed your education, you're working as a teacher for more than 10 years, for 10 plus years of experience. So you must have certainly gone through some kind of difficulties or some kind of challenges in your life. So
Yes,
what were those challenges now?
actually, madam, I'm an English teacher. I'm a teacher of English language and literature. Okay, ma'am. And few. Okay. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Is it audible to you? Is your voice audible to you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's there.
And a few years ago, when I got into my marital life after getting pregnancy, I switched from BTech to plus two and plus three. There was a big difference between the Slavish curriculum, and I had to prepare for the students. And once what happened, one of the students asked me to follow and to apply some different techniques in grammar so that it would be easy for them. And to get the technique, I could not sleep for 2 nights because my thirst is to quench the thirst of students. Yes, ma'am. Actually, I started my journey and I ended my journey, and I did not end my journey until I got that. And that was the question from the students, which encouraged me a lot and which inspired me to know more, to explore more, and to go ahead in the journey of teaching. Because there is no barrier, there is no discrimination between private and government teacher. If a teacher is confident of himself or herself, if he or she is able to face the students, is able to teach the students effectively, no need to run after any government job. This is the sense of satisfaction which can bring us peace and happiness. And that is the ultimate aim of human life. And that is the main cause behind taking birth, behind sending to Mother Earth. So far, God's plan is concerned. God has sent us to do something good and great so that at first we should do good, after that we can have good or get good. So I did not deny, I did not scold the student. Rather, I took that deeply. I breathed heavily and I strived hard. Yes, let me, I must. I will make it easy. I told him, and in what incessant effort, started from that point, and I took 2 days to make that concept easy. I applied my one structure, one theory, which would touch everyone. As the student is very good, the question must be genuine. That's why I accepted that question, and I tried my best to answer the question.
Yeah, that's wonderful. It's wonderful again, like that. You're
That,
really a
that,
very
that, that made me embarrassed, ma'am. Actually, that question made me embarrassed for a while. Still, I did not lose my hope. I gently denied to answer at the right moment, but I assured him that I would answer very shortly.
yes.
I politely, I gently, brilliantly ignored for that time, but that was imprinted in my mind. As indeed I was busy, I told him I was busy, and I would answer you later on.
Yes, ma'am, that is actually a very good technique because we are teachers, but we are also human beings. So it is
Yes,
not always possible that we are in a state to answer each and everything all the time.
yes,
So
ma'am.
that is in fact a very good technique where you said, okay, I will just do it all later. Because yes, sometimes the students just get the doubts that we don't have the answer, and the present generation, it is so
It
fast.
happens. Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
it happens. So we have to be like very behave in a very proper, a very intelligent manner, like say, okay, I will answer it later. And then of course, after some hours or the next day, we can search more on it and we can answer it. So that is always a good technique that even I do it most of the time
Yes, ma'am.
when
Yes.
I'm in such
We
a
ought to do
situation.
it.
Yeah, we have to do it. And yes, ma'am, can you just share about some of your achievements?
Sorry, ma'am. Pardon me.
Some of your achievements.
My achievements. Okay, ma'am. Actually, despite my doctorate degree, I didn't focus on any extracurricular activities. But apart from my educational qualification, I achieved some others like PG diploma in communicative English, and I did my computer, but I didn't any other award than my doctorate degree. Sorry to say, I did my
No,
MPhil.
yeah. Education is always different, and it's not like if we get one or two awards or few awards, it's an achievement. Actually, the way you have been working and you have been influencing the students, actually being a teacher, that is the biggest achievement. And being a teacher, the way you are having an impact on your students' life, and I well, I don't know your students, but I will say I'm very sure that your students will be performing very well. And for an educator, the success of the students is the biggest achievement that we can have. And of course, you must be having that, I know.
Thank you
Huh.
very much. I'm humbled.
And yeah,
I'm humbled.
thank you, ma'am. And ma'am, yes, who are your role models?
My role model is my supervisor, PhD supervisor,
Wow,
Dr.
but
Balabhadra Das,
yeah,
Dr. Balabhadra Tripathi. Professor Dr. Balabhadra Tripathi is my role model. Actually, in some aspects, um, I with full heart, with a delight, with positivity, I accepted him as my role model because I was short temper, and I was impatient in certain times and certain circumstances. I have been suggested by him many a times not to have it, not to have impatience, but to have patience, not to be extrovert all the time, but to be introvert, and not to share your happiest feelings with everyone, and to achieve your success with hard work. And ultimately, those who are in universities, those who are teaching PG, MPhil, those who are supervising the PhD scholars, they are usually superficial. They may not have time to suggest these things, but my supervisor is quite different from others who has suggested me many a time to change my ethics and ideologies, just like my father. That's why um, Apart from my father, I have accepted him as my role model and not to speak anything before anyone. All the truths are not to be told. So you should not implement your theory of straightforwardness or candidness. You should not speak candidly because dirty politics is prevalent everywhere. You have to keep the point in your mind. Otherwise, you may be dragged towards trouble by people. People are eagerly waiting to drag, to pull your leg towards the ocean of sorrow, ocean of trouble from which you cannot be rescued. Later on, you may not have time to repent. You may not have time to realize. So, better look before you live. That point brought turning point in my mind and in my attitude. During my
Wow.
PhD journey, I got inspired.
This is really great. That's really great to know. And just like you said, like about PhD supervisors, yes, even for me, my guide madam, she is like he is one of my role models, I can say,
Yes,
who was always there. And the very first thing I remember that when I went, she said, like being a woman, you have to learn to maintain balance in your work life, your professional life, and now you have the third responsibility of doing a PhD. So that and everywhere, like she used to guide me, and still there, I was just recalling when you were telling about your guide. I was reminded of my mom and how she not just for the PhD work, but in real life, she has guided us a lot.
yes,
And
yes.
yes, we must be having people actually like this, and only then we are able to achieve so much of like we have been doing in life. And one small question now: what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses?
Actually, my strength is
Ma'am, you're mute.
love. I have great passion for my profession, and after all, I may say that a student may be mischievous, a student may be very good. I may be highly respected by students, or I may not be respected by students, but I have the same love, same affection for my student as I am a great lover of teaching profession. I think this is my strength, which allows me to teach well and to touch every student. This, I think this is my strength, which can be considered by people as my strength. And my weakness is that I am easy believer. I tend to believe someone very easily. That must not be done. I am trying my best to change this attitude.
Wow, that's wonderful. In fact, that's something that coincides with me. In fact, I have the same problem. I just believe, and
Yes,
then we have to regret
yes,
sometimes. We just believe people and think, okay, we are good, so even they are good to us. So it doesn't work all the time. And even I say that I need to change this attitude of mine.
yes,
It's
ma'am.
really
I
good
need
to
to,
know.
every day I suggest myself, I need to change. And
Yeah.
gradually I'm changing.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So any of your future goals and long-term or short-term goals that you will have set to you, please just share your goals with us.
Yes, ma'am. Actually, my long-term goal is to remain, is to sign as a good, is to be a renowned teacher, not by earning billions of money, but by giving best of best education, but by doing something for the betterment of society. Just after my demise, people will be remembering me. That is my long-term goal. And short-term goal, that I want to make people in my surrounding happy. So for my ability, so for my potential is concerned, just to fulfill others' desire.
Wow, that's wonderful. Seems like you are like you just want to work for others. That's really
Yeah.
very good. It's really very good to know about your long-term goal that people should be remembering you. And yes, when we do some good deeds, people remember us for long periods. That's really good to know. That's amazing. And in fact, I with this we have actually come to the end of the talk show, and I feel that I should talk to you more. But and I never felt that I'm talking to you for the first time. It's really good to know
Yes.
from you.
Actually,
But
madam, am I making you bored?
no, 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 ma'am, not at all. But we have a limitation. We have a time limit, so we will have to end here.
Yeah,
So
ma'am.
it was really good to know, really good to know about you. And our nation needs kind of dedicated teachers like you. So thank
Thank
you
you
very
very
much,
much.
ma'am. Thank you
Mhm.
very much for joining the show and sharing your experiences, your journey with all of us. And with this, we come to the end of the show. And I also thank the founder of Idym Group of Companies, Ravi Shankar sir, for this wonderful opportunity to interact with so many educators all around the world. And also the persons working behind the screen, Zenat ma'am and Dino Lasme. Thank you, each and everyone involved with this show. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, for giving me such an wonderful, amazing opportunity to speak about myself. I hope that I would be given the same opportunity in upcoming days.
Yeah, sure, sure. We'll be waiting to
Listen
hear
to
from
you
you.
and speak.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Good night.